Yo, what's going on, guys? HyperShadow92 here, and today I am finally bringing you guys with another new video, and this time is going to be something that I didn't think I'd ever do because of how old this game is. But we're going to, since it's fixing to be, or better yet, it's already around my 10-year anniversary for YouTube, for me being here 10 years, I'm going to go ahead and make a deck profile around my Sonic X card game Shadow the Hedgehog deck. I mean, I used to play this thing a lot, and I still find myself coming back to it to play it again. I love the game so much, I just like playing it. So here I am. I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a rundown of which cards is in the deck and what I used and how it worked for me. And well, anyway, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started off with the deck profile. First, we play a play set of 5 of Shadow the Hedgehog himself, because in this game, the like Yu-Gi-Oh, where the card max set of a play set is like 3, in this card game for the Sonic X trading card game, your max is 5 copies of each card. So we play a play set of 5 of Shadow the Hedgehog himself, because when flipped next to 2 or more cards with Shadow in the title, you can just destroy all your rivals' cards in the same column that Shadow himself is in. And with this deck, we want to run into Shadow, or any kind of card that says Shadow, as much as we can. And next, we got 3 Shadow Awakened, because I mean, like I said, with Shadow, you want to run into as much cards with Shadow as possible, but I didn't flood it with putting play sets of 5 of these other cards with Shadow, because I didn't, I mean, you want to see Shadow, and you want to see Shadow as much as you can, but you don't want to see him too often, or you might break with other cards that's not what you're looking for with Shadow. So we got the play of 3 of Shadow Awakened here. And the last card that has Shadow, sadly, because the set never continued, we have 3 copies of Shadow Smirking. And because if you, like, for example, like only 2, or if you have 1 each and you pop it with Shadow in the same column, as long as it has Shadow in this name, you can automatically destroy all of your rivals' cards in that column, as long as it has 2 or 3, or as long as it has 2 or more other cards with Shadow in that title. You will just take out everything on your opponent's field. So other than that, that's how you want to see Shadow. You want to see him as much as you can, but you don't want to see him too much, for how my deck works, you know, with Shadow. Now moving on to the other cards, we have, for my Shadow deck, with 3 copies of Rouge the Bat. And with Rouge, when it's flipped while the opposing card is face down, like if it's flipped, your opponent's card is face down like that, you are able to make your rival, it will switch it with another card in their hand. Like if they had another card that had more rings, or another card that had more ways to get rings to go over that your ring count, you're forcing them to switch it with another card in their hand and put it face down. So we've run that with Rouge at 3. And to finish the dark side of the team, for that we have 3 copies of Dr. Eggman. And for Dr. Eggman, Eggman gains plus 2 rings for each robot that's next to him. And we run a little bit of robots in the deck, so he automatically gains rings too. So we play 3 of Dr. Eggman. And now we're going off into the hero side for the hero cards of the deck. We have 2 copies of Sonic the Hedgehog himself. And when Sonic is automatically flipped, he automatically gains plus 2 rings to his ring count. So we're playing Sonic at 2. And then we have 1 copy of Tails, because I mean the deck is it's mostly focused around Shadow and some of Eggman with the little bit of robots that we got next to it, and Rouge just to help switch cards from their face down slots. If it's flipped, but there's the next one's upside down, flip, from it. But Tails, he automatically gains 4 rings while he's next to Sonic. We want to see Tails, next to Sonic, but we don't see him too much, just because my deck is based only for around Shadow. So if he's flipped, like next to Sonic, he automatically gains 4 rings. So yeah, we play Tails at 1. And then we also, as a 1-of, we play 1 of Knuckles. And when Knuckles is flipped, and when any card flipped next to this, they can battle discard red cards. So we run 1 of Knuckles. And yes, with how many character cards like Sonic, Shadow, Rouge, Knuckles, Tails, we have to run at least 1 of Chris Thorndyke. And for Chris, he automatically gains 2 rings for each animal next to it. So he automatically gains a bonus from the characters I've mentioned before showing. So we run 1 of Chris. And now we're going for support for the Doctor himself. We run 3 of Gearhart, which is, since he's a robot, he automatically Eggman gets a bonus from him. And when he's flipped, you may discard a card to discard your rival's Sonic. So you can just discard 1 card and any card, and you can just destroy a Sonic on your opponent's row. So we run 3 of Gearhart. And we run 1 copy of Vaultina, which is also another robot. This will finish off all robots for the support for Dr. Eggman. And when flipped, discard the top 5 cards of your rival's deck. So that's basically like a deck destruction card. So when you flip, your opponent has to send 5 cards from the deck straight to the discard pile. So we run 1 of that. And the next one we run is 1 ring. This card, it will gain 1 ring for each ring in the row. So we don't have any more rings, we just have 1 in the deck. So that, and I was only able to just draw 1 back when the booster set was first released. So we run 1 of that because the ring counts of 5, so that'll at least get us some start. But that's not the only thing we run for theme cards in the deck. The other card for things is Ring Missile. And the next one is, the last thing is Blue Emerald. And for Blue Emerald, this card gains 2 rings while next to a red thing. So that's where Ring Missile comes in handy, because it's a thing and it's a red card. This Blue Emerald will automatically gain effects from that one. So we run one of it. And for the last card in the Shadow deck is one copy of Faster, Faster, Gotta Go Faster. With this ring count at 5, it helps in case to get more rings over your rival. So we run one of that. And since the game requires you to have to go after Chaos Emeralds, the 3 emeralds to be exact, we have our 3 Chaos Emeralds because you're always going after your Chaos Emeralds in the game. So anyway, you can use like emeralds like this, or you can just use coins or stuff like that too. So there's different ways you can do it. I use emeralds, but yeah, for this will be it for the deck, guys. This is my Sonic X card game Shadow deck, and I mean I've been playing this for like a super long time, and since the cards was released in the first booster set, and then Shadow was put out in the 2-player decks that was out, I've been playing this ever since then, and I freaking love it. And it's just something that's been a part of me of my childhood, for growing up playing the Sonic X card game, because Yu-Gi-Oh was there, sure, but I've always wanted a card game for Sonic, and this was a perfect thing for me, and I just loved playing it, and I still play it to this day. So that's why I got double sleeves for this. I double sleeve my cards so I keep them protected, since I still love to play it to this day. So every now and then, because it's not made anymore, it's discontinued, and I just like playing this deck every now and then. So I'm going to go ahead and stop rambling, because I can go on and on about how I like the deck and how good it plays and all that. And I'm just going to go ahead and close the video out here, because we're already at like over 12 minutes. So yeah, this is my Sonic X trading card game Shadow deck, and I hope you guys enjoy it. If you played the Sonic X card game, let me know, because I'd love to hear if you did and what kind of deck you played too. And without further ado, I guess I'm going to go ahead and sign this video out. Till next time, guys, this is Hyper Shadow 92, and I am signing out. Peace.